Namaste, welcome to today's practice. You can come to an easy sit or you can lay on the back in Savasana, whichever you choose. Just be relaxed. Get yourself comfortable and then gently close your eyes. Start to be aware of your breath, in and out. Every exhale, feeling a little more relaxation from head to toe. If you lay in Shavasana, you can also put one palm on your belly and the other on your chest, on your heart. Feel the presence of yourself. As you feel yourself, you can say, I'm here for you. You offer the presence to yourself. This is the first mantra of loving speech. As you bring your awareness to your body and your breath, you can say, I know you are here. That makes me happy. Feeling the presence of yourself. Acknowledge it. And this is the second mantra of loving speech. For true love to happen, it happens with mindfulness. So when you're present, you offer your mindfulness, your presence, and also recognize the presence of the other. Continue to breathe and feel your body. Now recognize your body if there's any tension or discomfort. When you recognize that, now you can say the third mantra. I know you're suffering, and this is why I'm here for you. You can say that to yourself when you feel discomfort, when you feel suffering. You can be there for yourself. That is the love for yourself. Express that love with loving speech. considering when you suffer, if someone else dismisses your suffering, then you feel even more suffering. But if someone else recognizes and simply say, I recognize that you're suffering and I'm here for you, immediately your suffering will be reduced. So now you can also say that to the other person to whom you love. And because of your mindfulness, you may be able to detect your loved one's suffering. And then you can offer your presence, and that will reduce your loved one's suffering immediately. And this works very effectively. So you can use this third mantra. I know you're suffering, and this is why I'm here for you. Just offer your presence. You don't need to offer a solution or a cure. Just offer your presence. And remember, before you say that, always bring yourself to the calm and mindful state by bringing the conscious breath. So take 3 conscious breaths, aware of your own body and mind. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. One more like this. The deeper, the better. Now feel your calmness and mindfulness. Then visualize a person whom you love, that you know he or she is suffering. And visualize this person standing in front of you, looking into his or her eyes, and say, I know you're suffering, and this is why I'm here for you. Look into the person's eyes deeply and communicate your presence of the moment. Even if the person might not be open and receptive, it's okay. You can only offer. You cannot expect other person to accept what you offer. But do your best to offer. Now gently let the person fade away and come back to your own body. Take 3 more conscious breaths. And this time, say that mantra to yourself from your heart. You may or may not recognize your suffering. That's okay. Just say that. But say it with your presence, with your kindness. you can bring these 3 loving speech mantra to your daily life. You can say them as often as you wish. The 3rd mantra especially is good for your relationships. So say that to your loved one. You can say that to yourself. You can even say that to your colleague. Maybe it feels awkward at the beginning, but when you know the effect after you saying that, it'll build your confidence because the benefit weighs much more than the awkwardness of you saying it. So always bring your mindfulness into the moment when you say it. So that is today's meditation on loving speech. Now gently open your eyes. If you're on Savasana, you can roll to one side and press yourself back to a seated position. Take your time. And now we just start with some upper body, head and neck stretch. So let your head go to left and right. So right ear to right shoulder, left ear to left shoulder. Small, small movements. Very gentle. As you inhale, come back to center. As you exhale, go to the side. So feel your neck, side of your neck stretch. Maybe your breath goes a little deeper and your movement goes a little slower. And next time your right ear goes to your right shoulder, stay there. Now you can stretch your left arm out so your left fingertips are hovering on top of the mat. As you feel the left side, you can micro move your head forward and back so small that you feel the tiny difference between your head movement. You can close your eyes so you can focus on the sensation. Now put your left hand back to your left knee, head come back to center, inhale. Exhale, left ear to left shoulder. Now stretch your right arm out so your right fingertips are hovering on top of the mat. Just feel the right side of your neck. Close your eyes. Now micro move your head forward and back. So small, just 2 millimeters each side. Concentrate on the physical sensation of your right neck, right side of your neck. Now right hand back to right side knee. Inhale, head come back to center. Now roll your head one direction slowly. 3 times, so slow that you can feel each degree of your neck. When you finish one side, turn to the other side. Check, see, observe if you can even hear some sound. When you finish all 3 rounds, each side, come back to center. Now inhale, reach your both arms up to the sky. Really reach your fingertips, lift your ribs from the lower side of your rib cage, but keep your sit bones on the floor. Let your shoulders go down, but hands lift up. And feel that increased space between your hips and the lower side of your rib cage. Inhale once more. Your pinky fingers go toward each other. Feel this difference when you rotate your arms, rotate your wrist, fingertip, little fingers toward each other. And then exhale, right hand on the mat, tilt your torso to your right, gently. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, come back to center. This time, stretch even more. Just feel the stretch, stretch. And then exhale, left hand on the mat. Gentle tilt your torso to your left. Inhale and exhale. And then inhale, come back to center, stretch. And try to open your back side of the heart by parting your shoulder blades away from each other. So you can rotate your shoulders, pinky fingers toward each other. So feel the difference of your shoulder blades when you rotate. Very nice. And then exhale, right hand on the mat. Now this time we stay here. You can walk your right palms outward. Slightly bend your right elbow. Now look up to the sky by tilting your chest to the sky. Inhale and exhale. Now bend your left elbow so your left hand palm is behind your head. And see if you can press your head against your palm so you're looking at the ceiling or toward the ceiling. Now feel your left side of rib cage lengthening between your left hip and left side of your rib cage. If it's available to you, now bend your right elbow, come to the floor if that's okay. If not, that's fine too. And once you're supported by your right forearm on the floor, just relax here. And especially paying attention to your left hip. Let your left hip relax entirely. Take 2 more conscious breaths. Now relax your left hand to reach your upper right side. Turn your torso to your right thigh. Now fold your torso to your right thigh. Reach your palms out and forward. We come to the 45-degree stretch. So just put your palms onto the floor, chest folded to your right thigh, forehead over to your right knee. Relax your head and neck. Take 3 conscious breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. exhale. Inhale, exhale completely. Now push your palms onto the floor. Get yourself back up to center. Palms onto the knees. Close your eyes. Stay here for a moment. Observe your left side of the torso. Compared to your right side. Now open your eyes. Inhale, reach your arms to the sky once more. Reach, reach, reach. Inhale, exhale, left palm onto the floor. Tilt your torso to your left. Now stay here. You can walk your left palm outward 2 more inches. Looking toward the ceiling. You can stay here, or you can bend your right elbow so your right palm is behind your head. Now press your head against your palm. If you look up to the ceiling, now feel your body. Take conscious breath, lengthening the area between your right hip bone and your right side of rib cage. If it's available to you, bend your left elbow so your left forearm on the floor. If you're supported like this, then relax here. You can always use your blocks for your support to bring the floor up. And smile. Now release your right hand, turn your torso to your left side, and then move your arms toward the 45 degrees, which is about your left thigh. Fold your chest to the left thigh. Reach your arms far away, and then forehead relax over your left knee. Stay here for 3 conscious breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now look toward your palms and use your palms to push yourself back to upright and then come to the center. Put your fingertips behind your buttocks and then lift your sternum, your heart center toward the ceiling. Just lift your chest and feel your sit bones grounded. As you inhale and exhale, feel the space between your hips and your rib cage. And then slowly come back to center. Now release your legs forward. We will do come to the back. Come to your back. You may need the blocks on the side. And I always like to have something under my very skinny back. So I always have a blanket. Bend your both knees. And then bend your right knee to the chest. Just let your interlace your fingers on the shin bone on the right side of your shin bone. Slightly tuck your chin so the back of your neck is long. Now, slowly straighten your left leg to the floor. Flex your left foot so your left toes are toward the ceiling. Now, bring your right knee toward your right armpit. Without any really effort, just stay here. And take 5 conscious breaths here at your own pace. Maybe one more breath here. Now release your hands, put your interlaced fingers behind your thighs, slowly straighten your right leg. And now you can just slowly bend your right knee up and down just to warm up the knee joints. Now, if it's okay with you, straighten your right leg. So keep your right interlace fingers around your right thigh. If that's not possible, you can always use a strap for looping. Otherwise, you can also bend your left knee, so this is easier for your right leg to be up straight. Yeah. So take 5 conscious breaths here. Keep your shoulders relaxed. See if you're lifting your right hip. So we tend to lift the right hip. So maybe intentionally lower down your right hip just to square. And observe the sensation around your right hamstring as you let your right sit bones down. And relax your right leg, bend your right knee. Hug your knees to the chest again. Now turn yourself to the left side. So now we are on the twist. You can put a block on the left so your right knee is rest on the block. It's a very gentle twist. Left hand on right thigh. Extend your right arm out. Be very gentle to your body. Turn to the right side. Look over to your right thumb. Take 5 conscious breaths. Inhale. Exhale, relax your right shoulder. Inhale. Observe. Exhale, relax. One more breath. Inhale, come back to center. Put your right foot on the floor. Now put your left foot on the floor. So bend your both knees. And then hug your left knee to the chest. Interlace your fingers on the left side of the shin bone. Just hug your left side knee in. Now, if it's okay with you, stretch your right leg to the floor. So you're basically stretch your right heel, hovering on the floor, Now right toes toward the ceiling. Now bring your left knee toward your left armpit. Relax your shoulders. Slightly tuck your chin to chest, back of your neck long. Take 5 conscious breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now gently release your interlaced finger, put them behind your left thigh. Stretch your left leg up and down, so bend your knees up and down just to lubricate the left knee joint. You can first bend your right knee, so your right foot on the floor. Now extend your left leg straight, so sole of your left foot on toward the ceiling. Just see if this is comfortable. If you feel the left hamstring stretch, you can stay here, or you stretch your right leg to the floor. Straighten your right leg to the floor and the right toes toward the ceiling. So your both feet are flexed. Now see if you can relax your shoulders 10 more percent. So if your shoulders are off the floor, then maybe you need to bend your lower leg. Good. Take your 5 conscious breath here. You can also slightly bend your both knees. So think about a bit of effortlessness. And slightly let your left sit bones go downward because it tends to lift up. And when you get that left sit bone down toward your right foot, then feel your left hamstring. Last inhale and exhale. Now bend your left knee to your chest and then turn your torso to your right. So your left knee will be supported on the block or it can be on the floor. Now turn your chest to the ceiling, extend your left arm out to the left. Right hand on the left thigh. Look over to your left thumb. Now take 5 conscious breaths here. You can close your eyes, focus only on your breath. Inhale. Exhale, relax your left shoulder. Inhale. Exhale, relax your hips. Do it at your own pace. Last inhale. Last exhale in this pose. And then gently come back to center. Let your both knees bend. Now have your feet zigzag to the center so your big toes touch, heels touch. Now let your knees fall away from each other. So Supta Baddha Konasana. And then open your wings. So you can keep your arms straight or you can keep it in cactus pose. So whichever you feel it's better for your body at the moment. So either cactus pose or straight T-shape arm. And close your eyes, just take 5 conscious breaths here. In, out. You can silently just say in, 1, out, 1, and then in, 2, out, 2. So count that for yourself. One more breath here. Now use your palms to help your thighs come back to center. Now zigzag your feet toward the edge of your mat. Knees fall into each other. Relax here for just 3 breaths, palms facing up. Now let your both knees fall to the right. It's a very gentle twist. Maybe your right knee can be supported with a block on the right side. Just stay here and feel the openness of your left side of the hip. If you want to make this a little stronger twist, you can always put your right foot on top of left knee, and that will open up the left side of hip even more. You can also let your arms go wide open in the T shape. Take 3 more conscious breaths here. In, out, in, out, in, out. Now slowly let your knees go back to center. Let your knees go toward each other. Stay here for 1 breath. And then let your both knees fall to your left. Maybe your left knee is supported by a block. And this time you can even stretch your arms above your head if that gives you a little better feeling. Or you can hold the opposite elbows. You can also put your left foot on top of right knee. Now take 3 conscious breaths here. In, out, in, out, in, out. Now release your hands, release your legs. Let your knees come back to center. Knees fall into each other just for a moment. Now have your both knees to the chest. You can grab the opposite elbows, your forearms on the shin bones. Now keep your forehead to the knee, curl into a ball. Forehead to the knee. Now start to rock forward and back. Rock forward and back. Massage your back. And then come to a seated position. Stretch your legs forward and we'll come to a forward fold. So sit on a little blanket if you want to let your hips elevated. Flex your feet, reach your arms to the ceiling. Stretch your torsos long, spine straight, and then fold from your belly, fold from your hips. So chest forward, keep your spine straight. And then your hand can come down maybe on your big toes, peace finger, grab the big toes, or just grab the outer edge of your feet. Your legs can be parallel, just hip width apart. So make it effortless. Wherever you are, maybe your hands on the shin bone. Keep your spine straight. Slightly tuck your chin to chest. So your spine is long and straight. Reach your crown toward wherever that spine direction is, and reach your tail back. So you are internally lengthening your spine. Engage your belly button. See if you can feel that core. Especially on the exhale, you can suck your belly button to the spine. Two more conscious breaths here. Observe your body. Where do you have the sensations? Maybe it's your hamstrings. Maybe it's your lower back. Maybe it's your chest. Now release your hands to the mat. Slightly bend your knees and fold forward. This time you can put your forearms even under the knees and fold your forehead between your legs. Very gentle fold forward. Keep your head and neck relaxed. Stretch the muscles along your side of your spine. When you're consciously breathing, feel that muscle expansion and relaxation on the exhale. Bend your knees as much as you need so that you're feeling the relaxation in this forward fold. And then slowly use your palms to push yourself up. And then we'll do an inversion. So you have a choice to do the inversion with the wall, so legs on the wall for the inversion, or you can do shoulder stands, depends on your own needs. You may even do headstand. Make sure you're safe. You have a wall if you do headstand. So I'm going to just do a legs on the wall. That's my version for today. So I'll come to the wall, sit really close to the wall. I like to have all my props. So have my get my spine and then get the legs on the wall just parallel. So if you can sit as close as to the wall, that's good. If not, you can just sit a little further away. Let your arms be T or cactus or holding the opposite elbow. We'll just stay here for relaxation. Nothing to do, nowhere to go. Take 5 conscious breaths from now. Inhale, exhale. If at any time, if you're in shoulder stance or headstand, you can come down. And then come back to your back. And then if you're on the wall, bend your knees. If you're on the floor, we'll come to happy baby pose. So grab the outer edge of your feet or your ankles. Let your knees be far apart. Your knees toward your respected armpits. But try to keep your tailbone on the floor. So if your tailbone is tilted up too much, then maybe you need to just hold your shin bone. Let your spine be relaxed on the floor. If you're on the wall, let your feet be on the wall. So this is the most supportive happy baby. It's also called frog on the wall. But it stretches your inner thigh and groin area. So the happy baby and this frog on the wall have the same effect. One more deep breath. Inhale. Exhale. Now fold your knees together to the chest, and then we do gentle twist one more time. So let your both knees fall to your right. You can either open your both arms T-shape, or you can put your right hand on left thigh to stabilize and look toward your left thumb. Take 5 conscious breaths here. Today's practice is all about mindful breathing. And through the practice on focusing on breath, we develop mindfulness. And when we have the mindfulness, it's like we have a magnifying glass and you can see things much clearer, much better. Therefore, you can create heightened sensitivity. With a heightened sensitivity, you can become a better listener, a more compassionate lover, and a more empathetic friend. And this is why mindfulness is so important in our daily life. Now slowly come back to center. Hug your knees in. Just stay here for one breath. Now let your both knees fall to your left. Stretch your arms on the T shape or left hand on the right thigh. Turn your head over to the right thumb. Take mindful breath here. When you develop your mindfulness, you may be able to feel yourself better, your own emotions. At times when you react to others or situations, you may get angry or frustrated. When you can observe yourself with mindfulness, then you can be there for yourself. And you can say, I see you're suffering, and this is why I'm here for you. And immediately your own suffering will reduce because you offer yourself presence, your compassion, and your empathy. Above all, kindness and love. Now slowly come back to center. Hug your knees in just for a moment. And then make your way to Savasana. You can also continue to put legs on the wall as your Savasana for the day. Or you can use any traditional Savasana or supported Savasana if you wish. Take care of yourself as always. Once you settle in, gently close your eyes. Completely relax your entire body. Nothing to do, nowhere to go. Just be here. If you're ready to come out of Savasana, you can introduce some gentle and small movements. You're also welcome to stay as long as you wish. Maybe you can roll your ankles and wrists, elbows. Maybe stretch your arms over your head. Step your feet away. Stretch like you're just waking up. And then open mouth with a sigh. You can do that a couple more times if you want to feel that expansion on the inhale and relaxation on the exhale. Let all go. And then gently hug your knees into your chest. Roll to one side. Stay for one moment. And then gently press yourself up to seated. Keep your eyes closed and palms together in front of your heart. Take this opportunity to express the gratitude for yourself that you took the time to take care of yourself. My gratitude to all of you who offered your presence to me and to each other today. Thank you for your presence, your gift. Namaste.